second base with a one-out double for Chaska.
And a very good evening to you all here from St. Louis Park High School. It's Friday Night Hoops on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick. I'm Ryan Paul, pleased to welcome you inside Park High School, home of the Orioles here for this Metro West Conference matchup. The first of Chaska's second time around the Metro West Conference this season. The Hawks defeated the Orioles earlier this year and will try to make it a season sweep with this game tonight. Hawks coming in to this game here tonight with a record of 14-5 overall. The Orioles come in at 10-9 overall. Both teams are 5-2 in the Metro West Conference. Hawks are three-time consecutive Metro West Conference champions coming in to the season. St. Louis Park has not won a conference championship since 1986. And with that, we're just about ready to get things underway here from St. Louis Park High School. The Hawks are coming off of a victory against Benilde St. Margaret's on Wednesday night. It's been a weird week for the Hawks. Monday, Wednesday, Friday games for the boys basketball team. And as we conclude the announcements, we get ready to get things going here on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Got Taylor Hansen on the camera this evening. Nolan Hansen doing the producing, getting ready for what should turn out to be a great high school basketball game. Glad you've joined us on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. 14-5 against 10-9 overall. Both teams 5-2 in the Metro West. Excited you've joined us this evening. Should be a great matchup here between these two Metro West Conference pros. It'll be Parker Bjork going to go against Aiden Doherty in the tip-off circle. Ball's lobbed up. Bjork wins it back to Zach Leah. The Hawks will be working left to right across our screen this evening. Zach Leah, the sophomore guard, third consecutive start over senior Marcus Peters here as we get into the second stanza of conference play. Matt Eliason has it in the corner here for the Hawks. Hawks won 2 out of 2 last year against St. Louis Park. Matt Eliason dribbles one off his foot. Luke Peterson comes the other way, misses the layup. This one goes out of bounds. It'll be Chaska ball. Excuse me, it'll be Oriole ball. 17:34 to go. Don't have a clock for you this evening. Don't have a good look at the scoreboard from our vantage point here. Here's Kyrie Mayfield, leading scorer for St. Louis Park, averaging 17 points per game. Buries a 15-footer and gets St. Louis Park on the board first. 2-0. Zach Leah here brings it across for Chaska. Finds Matt Eliason. Inside Nicholson. Tic-tac-toe. Goes out of bounds. It'll stick with the Hawks. "17 minutes, 12 seconds to go here on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Lee inbounds to Eliason. Guarded by Mayfield. Krinos, wide open three. This one spins around and it's good. Chaska with the lead. 3-0 off the Connor Krinos try. 3-2. Hawks with the lead here. Early elbow jumper off the hands of Joe Whitlock. Puts St. Louis Park back up top. Quickly back and forth here between these two talented teams. Zach Leah bodied by Whitlock. Now he comes back away with it. Finds it off for Nicholson, who's going to try a long one. This one's just off. Parker Bjorklund scrapping for the rebound. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Going to go in favor of the Hawks. Again, glad you joined us here tonight. Ryan Paul coming with you with high school basketball on Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Nicholson spins around down low. Krinos tries it again, and this one's good. Connor Krinos, all 6 of Chaska's points off 2 3 balls. Mayfield brings it along here for St. Louis Park. Anthony Odens off and around. An offensive foul on St. Louis Park. Turnover. Chaska gets the ball. Zach Leah brings it forward here for for Chaska, excuse me. Here he is, the sophomore. Gives it inside for senior Parker Bjorklund. Parker Bjorklund loses it away. Scrapping to get it back, though. It's still loose. Matt Eliasson comes away with it, but first the foul is called on Bjorklund. Bjorklund working hard. Instead, he's calling for a pushing foul. First team foul against the Hawks. First foul henceforth on Parker Bjorklund. Long baseline. Jay, Aiden Doherty is through. 6-6 tie here. Lee brings it up here. Nicholson, yet to score tonight. Crino's all 6 of Chaska's points. Down low to Nicholson, working hard against Doherty. Goes back around, spins around. Nicholson trickles it in. Two-point lead for Chaska. Mayfield pushes here for the Orioles. Eliasson gives him a little hand job. Now it's off. Mayfield. Fade away. Good. 15 minutes to go. St. Louis Park keeping it close with the Hawks here. Nicholson, head fake, dribbles in, takes it off the glass, misses the layup, scratch for the rebound, gets it back strongly, puts it away. Good offensive performance so far from both teams. Good pace to this game. 10-8, Hawks lead. Eliasson charged with guarding Kyrie Mayfield this evening. Park's top scorer at 17.5 per game. 14:30 to play, first half. St. Louis Park High School, entry pass for Aiden Doherty. Right-handed hooker is no good. Zach Leah comes away. Rebound, gonna push ahead. He's guarded by Luke Peterson. Nicholson, jab step inside, gives it off for Leah, who tries one, and it's buried. Zach Leah for 3. 13-8 lead, Hawks pull ahead. Anthony Oden's quickly down now. Whitlock gives it inside for Doherty. Doherty had a nice dunk against Chaska in that game earlier this year. As we cross the 14-minute mark to play in this first half, it's a 13-10 lead after the Doherty deuce. Now Zach Leah, floater alert. This one's off. Parker Bjorklund easily gets the rebound, but it's poked away from him. Scrum forward on the floor. Finally come away with Luke Peterson. 13:42 to go. 3-point Hawk lead. Mayfield has it in front of the Chaska bench. Top side of your screen. Waits for a screen. Gets it from Doherty. Now he spins around. Back up top, Luke Peterson has it. Kyrie Mayfield back with it. Marcus Peters to check into the next dead ball for the Hawks. Air ball, but Parker Bjorklund couldn't snag it. St. Louis Park ball. Couple of substitutions for either team. Fadeaway jumper is no good off the hands of Whitlock, but the rebound couldn't be corralled by Nicholson. Stays with St. Louis Park as it trickles out of bounds. Another baseline inbound here. Mayfield this time. Whitlock inside. Carino's gets a block, and we're going to get yet another inbound pass on the baseline. Kyrie Mayfield doing the duties here. St. Louis Park head coach Dave Breitenbauer calling his shots from the sideline. Hawks playing good defense. Their bench starts to get into it. An offensive foul. Then it's number 4, Joey Whitlock. Carino's pushes here off of the St. Louis Park offensive foul. Second foul of the game on the Orioles. Hawks have 1. Nicholson swings around for Eliasson, streaking Bjorklund inside. Left hand up the window. It's good. 15-10. Bounce pass quickly ahead. Doherty gets it to fall. Hawks falling asleep on defense on that possession, and Orioles take advantage. Good tempo so far in this one. We already are at 15-12 with a score, and we're just over 12.5 to play. Tipped out of bounds, Chaska ball. Matt Eliason here, inbound to Bjorklund. Strong pass to Nicholson. Nicholson crosses over, gives it back to Eliason now. Eliason through a lot of contact. Nicholson, pump fake a three. Peters has it. Stutter step inside the arc. Back off for Nicholson. Going into the corner. A three from Peters. It's good. The Hawks are on fire. St. Louis Park and Chaska doing battle here the second and final time in this regular season. Aiden Doherty pushes here. Fades away from 8. No good. Bad miss. Chaska comes away with this one. Old Nicholson off for Parker Bjorklund. He fakes a handoff to Krinos. Takes it to the corner. Jams himself up with Marcus Peters. Peters through a ball screen. Eliason scrapping for the rebound with Mayfield. The ball winds up right in the hand of Parker Bjorklund. And a timeout by Dave Breitenbauer. He's lit up about the no call and a possible moving screen down on this end. With 11:25 to go, we're going to head a break. A timeout by St. Louis Park. We'll be right back on Lenz and Chevrolet Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. And we're back from St. Louis Park. Ryan Paul with you here. Glad you're with us. With 11:25 to go, we're coming out of the Dave Breitenbauer timeout. He's still having a good word with the officials. And Chaska's going to break the huddle. We're going to get an inbound playoff. On the floor for the Orioles, we see Deshaun Emerson for the first time tonight. He'll take the inbound here from Aiden Doherty. Just under 11.5 to play. Mayfield, leading scorer for Park, gives it off here for Doherty. Joey Whitlock inside. Anthony Rayson fouled. .11:08 to go. Foul was called on Spencer Getz, the freshman of Chaska. Just checked in. We also have Andrew Fix out there for the first time tonight. Mayfield streaking, didn't get the ball from Rayson. Now he spins it around. Mayfield gets it finally right in front of the Hawks bench. Crossover, right by Fix. Goes up with a nice move. Kyrie Mayfield. Cole Nicholson has it. Back around here for Chaska. Let me tell you, the St. Louis Park crowd really gets loud when they have a bucket. Nicholson continues the streak for Chaska. 23-14 with 10.5 to play. He gives a stare down to the St. Louis Park students. Here's Spencer Getz, steals it away. Nicholson comes back with it. 10:14 to go. Zach Leo, one-handed pass around. Nicholson tries it again. This one's off, but Spencer Getz gets the rebound, but Mayfield pokes it away. Kyrie Mayfield down the other way. Fouled by Zach Leo and one. Count the basket for Kyrie Mayfield. He's going to go to the free throw line for the attempt at a three-point play with 10:03 to go. And we're going to see Connor Krinos check back in. Marcus Peters will exit. Mayfield to try to complete the three-point play. And it's no good. Nicholson on the board. Exactly running the floor here for Chaska. Mayfield gives him a stare and a clap. Krinos with it. Inside, Nicholson tipped out of bounds. Hawks ball. Bjorklund going to re-enter. Exactly on the baseline. Has to shift over before he can toss this one in. 9:53 to go. Andrew Fix catches. Passes off for Nicholson here. Bjorklund. Leah for Hawks. Nicholson has it inside. Needs to do something with it. Bjorklund takes it in. Left-handed shot is up and good. Counts the basket. And one ahead for Parker Bjorklund. 9:38 to go. Hawks 25-16, 9-point lead. Chaska's Parker Bjorklund going to try to take this shot and make it a 10-point advantage, put it into double digits for the first time tonight. Count it. 10-point lead for the Hawks. Hawks drop to number 18 in the Class 4 rankings, according to Minnesota Basketball News, released released Wednesday. Jumper from Doherty is no good, but Rayson gets the rebound, puts it back up, misses. Nicholson snags it away, though. Here's Zach Leah, who has it. Krinos is open in the corner. Instead, Bjorklund catches. Jab step, gives it off for Leah. Leah takes it inside all the way. Finger rolling good. Nice move by Zach Leah. Hawks are looking impressive. Deshaun Emerson has it here for the Orioles. The 5'8" senior. Krinos kicks this one out of bounds. Mayfield's going to check back in after a short breather. He'll replace Emerson. Aiden Doherty, Whitlock. Here's Mayfield inside, kicks for Rayson. 15-foot jumper is short. Exactly. Gets the board. Connor Krinos steps into one and buries it. Connor Krinos for three. 31-16. Timeout, St. Louis Park. It's a short one. When we return on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, the Hawks doubling up St. Louis Park. We'll be right back.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Sarah!
And welcome back to St. Louis Park High School. My name is Ryan Paul. We're glad you've joined us on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network this evening. The Hawks lead the St. Louis Park Orioles 31-16. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Here's Kyrie Mayfield, who has it for St. Louis Park, donning the all-black jerseys with white lettering, numbering, and orange trim. He gives it down to Anthony Rayson, the 6'5". Junior, excuse me. He gets a pair. Bjorklund through a lot of contact, misses. Eliason flies in for the rebound, but he gets out grabbed by Joey Whitlock, who pushes down here, travels with it, nothing called. Bjorklund grabs the miss. Here comes Zach Leah now for the Hawks. Nicholson, Leah, swinging around here for Krinos. Zach Leah tries a shot, it's off. Grayson easily grabs the board, pushes for Mayfield. Shifty, Mayfield through through Eliason for a pair. The crowd explodes. And that must be Mayfield's 2,000 point. I think that would probably be Mayfield's 1,000th or 2,000 point. Yeah, it's 1,000 points for Kyrie Mayfield. So congratulations to Kyrie Mayfield. His 1,000th high school career point. A great showing here from the St. Louis Park fans. They're going to shuffle the confetti off of the floor after it was popped by all the fans in the stands. Cool moment there. We saw Miles Hansen get his 2,000th point last year here on the Lens and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks broadcast network. We also saw him become Chaska's all-time leading scorer. So with 7:28 to go, we have a brief stoppage as we clear the floor of all of the confetti. Mayfield is going to exit here with a 31-20 Chaska lead. Zach Lee brings it up here after the halt. Leah has it here back. Now Krinos has it. Nicholson finds it, so. Now Bjorklund along the baseline. Krinos. Here's another. Krinos is on fire. That's another one. 34-20. Three ball at the other end by St. Louis Park. Pulls them within 11 here. Zach Leah with it. Gives it off for Bjorklund. Inside, right hand, short. Eliason almost grabbed the rebound and poked it around. Pretty good showing here tonight from the St. Louis Park faithful. They're loud inside of this brick gymnasium. Looks like it's been rearranged or remodeled in recent years. Joey Whitlock and one. As I was saying, these brick walls make for tight quarters. And they also make for the sound to be reflected off pretty loudly. Whitlock puts a bucket away and pulls St. Louis Park with a 9. He'll have a chance to make it 8 with this free throw. That's just that with 6:23 to play. First half. Connor Krinos catches the inbound. Now he has it here for Eliason. Push ahead for Bjorklund. Number 5, Matt Eliason, excuse me. Now it's on to Marcus Peters. Hawks still pushing it around. Now it's finally entered for Bjorklund. Nicholson takes it. Stopped up though by Doherty. Krinos, another. Had to miss at some point. Eliason gets the rebound and puts it back up though. That's what sets Matt Eliason and Chaska apart. Wonderful play. At the other end is Deshaun Emerson. Loses it, but it's found out for Luke Peterson though. Peterson dribbles out, guarded by Eliason. Now Emerson with it. Worked around back here for Whitlock. Emerson back up top for Peterson. Whitlock tries a shot of a 3. It's off. Nicholson boxes out for the rebound. Krinos keeps shooting. This one is off. Bjorklund for the putback and got it. What a job by the Chaska offense this evening. Making shots, and then when they miss them, they're putting them back off the offensive rebounds. Why they have a 10-point lead on St. Louis, or excuse me, a 12-point lead on St. Louis Park here. 38-26 with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Inside, Doherty. Miss. Rebound. Doherty fouled by Bjorklund. 4:48 to go. A couple extra seconds ran off the clock there. Bjorklund's second foul of the evening. Number 5 on Chaska here tonight. Hawks coming off that 3-game homestand. 1-2 of 3 of those games. Doherty at the free throw line, trying to blow within 10. Can't do it. Stays at 11. 4:47 to go. Exactly around with it here for the Hawks. Pushes across the St. Louis Park logo at the timeline. Off for Krinos. Poked away momentarily. Mayfield applying some contact. Krinos slips. Mayfield slips it away. Krinos still struggling. Into the corner, wide open. Whitlock, and he hits it. The St. Louis Park crowd goes crazy. Dana Coleman calls a full timeout. The end of the return on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. There's 4:25 to play. St. Louis Park has brought it within 8. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
This presentation of high school basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network is brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick, Above and Beyond Marketing Communications, and St. Francis Orthopedic Rehab.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries. We are the exclusive provider of the Chaska, Chanhassen, Jordan, and Shakopee high schools, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services.
And we're back here from Chaska High School. It's a 38-30 lead. The St. Louis Park Orioles have pulled it within 8. Cole Nicholson pushes here for Chaska. Zach Leah has it for the Hawks. Backs out. Is it on for Krinos here? Jets have it. 4:08 to go. Into the corner. Leah. Krinos a 3. Buries it. Connor Krinos a money ball. He's on fire tonight. 41-30, a high-scoring first half. Mayfield with it here for St. Louis Park. Off for Doherty. Gets it back, crosses over. Doherty misses, Mayfield misses. There's a scrap for it. And finally, Nicholson comes away with it. Greeno's fell to the floor hard. Zach Leah comes up here, crosses over. Nicholson takes inside, kicks off for Greeno. Zach Leah has it. Into the corner, Peters 3. It's Barry Marcus Peters for 3. 14-point Chaska lead. 6-0 run coming out of the timeout. Luke Peterson. Mayfield. Doherty. Inside. Jets poked it away momentarily, but Doherty was able to swim that one through. Here's with 2:50 to go, Zach Leah. Gets the freshman off for Krinos. We're going to see Fix and Eliason check back in on the next dead ball. Leah try to pass for Nicholson. Instead, it's Luke Peterson who comes with it. Peterson. Bucket. 2.5 to play. Park pulls it within 10. Here's Peters now off for Leah with 2:15 to play in the first half. Nicholson inside through some contact, misses. Aiden Doherty for St. Louis Park comes away. There's Kyrie Mayfield. Stutter step inside, takes it to the rack and finishes. Kyrie Mayfield. This is Zach Leah. St. Louis Park providing a good atmosphere here for competition in the Metro West. Zach Leah upset with Spencer Getz. This ball almost goes out of bounds. Instead, St. Louis Park can save it. 1:39 to go. Mayfield ahead here for St. Louis Park. Takes it to the rack, goes to the glass, misses, but a foul. This one's going to go against Getz, I believe. It is against Spencer Getz. His second foul of the game. Kyrie Mayfield will free throw line for a pair. Mayfield, this is the first. Andrew Fix and Matt Eliason return to the floor for the Hawks. Mayfield 0 for 1 on this trip. He goes 1 for 2. Brief stoppage. We have Mayfield checking out. With 1:34 to go, Park going to apply some pressure in the backcourt. They're going to back up, though. 90 seconds to play, first half. Nicholson. Fix, inside, loses. Scrum for it. Off for Eliason. Nicholson in the corner, and it's money.
Cole Nicholson.
St. Louis Park fans wanted to travel on Andrew Fix. They didn't get the call, and Cole Nicholson made them upset by burying a 3. 1 minute to play, first half. Joey Whitlock here. For Anthony Odens. Back here for Doherty. Peterson. Fake pass. 47 seconds left. Off now for Deshaun Emerson. Doherty, a brick jumper. Scrum for it. Possession arrow off the helm ball. It was in favor of St. Louis Park. Chaska will get the next jump ball. 38.2 to play here in the first half from St. Louis Park High School. Joey Whitlock catches the inbound, swings it around now for Luke Peterson. Mayfield, free throw line jumper is missed, 30 seconds to play, Hawks with it. Nicholson's going to bring this one up. Fix, 20 seconds left. Eliason with it for Chaska here, 15, 14, 13 and ticking. 9 seconds left, 8 seconds left. Nicholson looking for a setup. Kicks it off for Krinos with 5 seconds left. He pulls it and buries it. Connor Krinos is on fire. There's a stare down the St. Louis Park students. It's a 50-37 halftime lead for Chaska. And as we go to the break, the Hawks are lighting it up from long range. At the half, it's a 50-37 Chaska lead. When we return on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, we'll have the final 18 minutes of action. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Friday Night Basketball.
This presentation of high school basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network is brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick, Above and Beyond Marketing Communications, and St. Francis Orthopedic Rehab.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
Here we go, half number 2 underway from St. Louis Park High School. Ryan Paul joining you here on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. At the break, it was a 50-37 lead for Chaska. Connor Krinos had 6 3-pointers, having him a game-high total of 18 points. Final 18 minutes just underway. Nicholson crosses over. Hawks now working right to left across your screen. Donning the all-whites with purple and black accents. Here's Zach Leah, the sophomore, rather. Connor Krinos. Leah with it here. St. Louis Park went on a little bit of a stretch there in the first half. Coming down to the wire, a chance to pull away with a couple of 3 balls. There's Joey Whitlock, who misses his 3. Nicholson working along for the board. St. Louis Park fans are agitated as can be with the no call there. The Nicholson-Odin scrap. Here's Matt Elias, an entry pass spinning around. Odins gives him a nice jab inside, and Cole takes advantage. Falls to the ground hard. Nicholson slow to get up. Looks like he might have hurt his arm. And this goes out of bounds. Chaska ball. Nicholson looks a little shaken up. Dana Coleman, Dave Breitenbauer, both having a say in what they think should have been called there. Nicholson, a fake pass, and he goes inside and is fouled with 16:38 to go. (50-37). Still conversations continuing here. Nicholson at the free throw line. He thinks the first one. First points of the half for Chaska. Misses the second one. Kyrie Mayfield sprints away with it. Off the rebound. Here's Joey Whitlock. Takes it for St. Louis Park. Back for Mayfield now. 16.5 to play. Hot pass, Doherty. Almost mishandled it, but he gets the left-handed hook shot up, but it misses. 16-16 to play here in the regulation period between Metro West Conference foes, their second meeting of 2 this season. Eliason swings for Nicholson. Looks like he's doing all right. Suffering through any pain that he might be having. Jump ball. Going to go in favor of St. Louis Park. Just under 16 minutes to play. Bjorklund inside, jump for it. It's going to go a jump ball, and we're going to go right back the way we had it. It'll be Chaska ball off this one. A nice pace in the first half led us to a high-scoring affair at the break. Krinos with it, guarded by Mayfield. A steal away. Kyrie Mayfield comes the other way, up off the glass, and good. 15.5 to go. St. Louis Park still down, 51-39. Here's Matt Eliason. Looking for something to do with it. Finally gets it away for Bjorklund. Eliason now. Krinos hit a hot hand in the first half. Instead gives it inside for Nicholson here. Finds Zach Leah. Quickly inside, now back for Parker Bjorklund. Bjorklund fades away. Puts it through. 53-39 with 15 minutes to play in regulation. And we'll see Anthony Rayson check in. As Kyrie Mayfield hucks up a 3. It's no good. Bjorklund stops with the rebound. 53-39. Nicholson steps into this one. It's off, but it trickles in! 14-30, and it's an offensive foul against St. Louis Park. That's going to go against Aiden Doherty. Chaska gets the ball back with 14 and a half to play. Oh, pardon me, that was against Kyrie Mayfield. No. Yes, it was. This is his third foul. So he apparently will stay on the floor, and he will with 3 fouls. 14:28 to go. See if anything comes of this swing here. Marcus Peters with it for Chaska. Down on the end. Parker Bjorklund with it. Bjorklund inside. Lots going on down there. No bucket, no whistle. Kyrie Mayfield pulls ahead here. Nice pass inside. This one goes out of bounds. It'll be St. Louis Park ball. Orioles, Chaska, and Chaska come into the game with a 5-2 Metro West Conference record. The 4-way tie atop the Metro West Conference in the standings today. Travel. Nope, timeout. Breitenbauer of St. Louis Park got a timeout off. It's a 30-second timeout, and when we come back from break, it's a 56-39 game. We'll be right back.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Soras!
And here we go. 56-39 with 14 minutes exactly to play in regulation. Mayfield on the baseline after the St. Louis Park timeout. Racing catches. Ball over his head. Now he puts it on the floor. Racing off now for Mayfield. Kicks it around. Jacob Hounce just checked in and connects from 14 feet. Here's Zach Lee now, guarded by Houtz, who's in. He gives it off. Here, Zach Lee back with it. Nicholson working through a lot of contact down low. Goes up with it, misses. Oh, and it's poked away. Chaska comes away. Joey Whitlock down the other way and somehow gets the bucket to drop. No, the shot will not count. The shot will not count. I've never heard a set of boos like this in a high school game. Usually you'll hear maybe some screaming and yelling, but not a set of boos like this. Dana Coleman calls time, and we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, you'll probably still be hearing the boos. Don't go anywhere.
This presentation of high school basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network is brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick, Above and Beyond Marketing Communications, and St. Francis Orthopedic Rehab.
And here we go, back in action with 13:25 to go. Bjorklund with a steal. Krinos up ahead. Stops up. And buries it. Connor Krinos is superhuman. Have a night, kid. 13:08 to go. 59-41. Mayfield struggling. Gives it off now for Deshaun Emerson. Back up top for Mayfield. 13 minutes and ticking. Whitlock. Mayfield. Reno's over 20. For the, unofficially the fourth time this season, maybe the third. Deshaun Emerson, St. Louis Park slowing it down here. Finally a forced jumper by Doherty is no good. Parker Bjorklund aggressively snags the board. Nicholson around here with it, gives it off for Krinos. Krinos wanted a open look, didn't have it available though. Now he gives it off for Peters. Peters to Bjorklund. Bjorklund gets the bucket, the ball, and a slap on the arm. 61-41. Hawks up by 20. Parker Bjorklund with 12:20 to go. Put Chaska up by 20 and make it 21. Here's Whitlock. Tendering his ankle, it looks like. Yes. Joey Whitlock is really hindered upon that ankle. He'll check out. Here's Luke Peterson. And Doherty. Off here for Jacob House. Back off for Doherty here. Swinging it around to Emerson. Jumper from the elbow is no good. Zach Leah thought he had the rebound. This one goes out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Here's Nicholson ahead for Leah. Leah crosses over, takes it to the rack. Right hand miss. Parker Bjorklund somehow gets it to fall. Wonderful basketball. 64-41 with 11:26 to go. Still a ton of game left. Here's Emerson. Back off for Houts. Still a good pace. Only 4 fouls been called this half. To this point, Aiden Doherty off around for Rayson. Up and foul. Rayson to the free throw line ahead here. 11:09 to go. 64-41, and Rayson headed to the free throw line. Misses. Second free throw ahead. Made it. 64-42. Nicholson catches the inbound. Park applying a little bit of defensive pressure. They're going to back away now with 11 minutes to play in this regulation period of second half. Nicholson, now he's guarded by Rayson. Rayson backs off and puts his hands on him. Foul on Anthony Rayson. It's number 1 on him. Still believe he will exit. St. Louis Park's 4th foul of the half. 64-42 score. Krinos now. Nicholson has it, puts it on the floor, takes the baseline. Nicholson Passes on for Fix, who quickly finds Krinos. Elias and back to Nicholson now. Jeez. Nicholson inside, baseline, steps on the line, and it goes out of bounds. St. Louis Park ball. Here's Kyrie Mayfield with 10:28 to go. A lot of basketball to be played here. He pulls up and buries the 16-footer. Not what you want to see if you're Chaska. Get Kyrie Mayfield to start making shots. That's when St. Louis Park starts to light things up. Here's Connor Krinos, who finds Andrew Fix wide open ahead. They slow it down, though. Connor Krinos at the volleyball line. With it here. Peters, just under 10 to go. Krinos open in the corner. Entry for Nicholson. Backing down. Up with it. Foul. Nicholson doing a phenomenal job posting up down low against some of these St. Louis Park guys. And the free throw is good. 65-44, back up to a 21-point lead. The St. Louis Park fans have found nothing else to complain about, so now they're complaining about his jersey being untucked. Jacob Hounce with it around here. Mayfield up top for Peterson, back around to Hounce now. Push it inside to Emerson. Mayfield gets it back up top. 9.5 to play here. Mayfield crossing around and finds it over for Hounce. Inside here for Doherty. Doherty connects from 12. Here's Connor Krinos, guarded by Mayfield in the backcourt, and a foul going to go against Emerson. He gave it Matt Elias a shove. Matt Elias into inbound here. Now we have to go to the score table and possibly a score correction. The score on the scoreboard is 46-66. And Fix catches the inbound, 9:07 to go. Krinos in the backcourt, needs to get it across. Takes it down, Matt Elias has it, back off for Krinos. Krinos a head fake. Fix from 3-ball range, it's gone! Andrew Fix at 3. Good shooting night by both teams. This gentleman has stepped in front of our camera view. You didn't miss much other than a Jacob Houtz missed 3. And Parkavioka to travel. .39 to go. 69-46. The score. The St. Louis Park fans are apparently sold on the fact that they're down by 23 solely because of the referees. 8.5 nevertheless left to play. Houtz from 3-ball range fouled. Andrew Fix gave him a shove on the 3-ball. He'll get 3 free throws. .69-46 the score. You're going to see Keyshawn Howard check in at the next break. Kyrie Mayfield is on the bench with what looks to be a very bad injury. This does not look good for St. Louis Park and Kyrie Mayfield. Mayfield grimacing in pain on the end of the bench there. Houtz misses the free throw. You got 2 more. Makes the second. 69-47. One more free throw. Mayfield still getting tended to by the athletic trainer. It may be just I think it's just a calf cramp. He was grimacing in pain, and it looks like he's just rubbing it out like a calf cramp. Leah needs to get it in, and Dana Coleman gets a timeout off before the inbound pass could be thrown. Timeout Hawks. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, it's a 69-48 game with 8.5 minutes to play. We'll be right back.
This presentation of high school basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network is brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick, Above and Beyond Marketing Communications, and St. Francis Orthopedic Rehab.
And welcome back to St. Louis Park High School. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. 48-69. Chaska over Park at the moment. Bjorklund catches inbound and is fouled as 2 seconds went off the clock. We're in the bonus now for Chaska. We're going to see Joey Whitlock check back in. Mayfield still getting rubbed out on the end of the bench there. It would appear just to be a calf cramp from my vantage point. He stands up now and is able to put a little weight on the leg. Bjorklund hits the first 1-and-1 free throw. It's number 2. 8:28 to go. 71-48. A round shaping up here. Here's Aiden Doherty. Gives it off here for Whitlock. Back around now for Emerson. Inside, Doherty, bucket. Zach Leah in the backcourt, guarded by Houts. Fix for Chaska, back around for Elias in here. Hawks up 21. Bjorklund Fix. Eliason, Nicholson, Bjorklund, bucket and one. 73-50. Foul goes against Luke Peterson. It's his second of the night. 8th team foul on the Orioles. Parker Bjorklund to the free throw line once more. Try to complete this three-point play. Misses the free throw. Deshaun Emerson comes away with it. Crosses over against Leah and misses the jumper. Parker Bjorklund gets the rebound. A nice dribble move, though, by Emerson. Zach Leah had it poked loose by Emerson. Blows right by him, though. Leah. Fix. Misses this one. Rebound by Emerson. Loses out of bounds. Zach Leah poked it free. Leah goes up with it. Is fouled. 2 free throws ahead. Foul goes against Anthony Odens. It's his first of the game. With a 23-point lead. 73-50. There's 7:14 to play. Leah misses free throw number 1. Keyshawn Howard enters the game for St. Louis Park. 5'8" junior. Leah goes over 2. Stays at a 23-point game. Jacob Hounds steps away with it now. Off for Howard. Inside for Doherty. Doherty inside misses the layup. Still a scrum for it. Leah foul, yep. And they get Zach Leah on that push. 7:01 to go. Deshaun Emerson on the baseline, stands in to throw this inbound in. Gives it off for Jacob House. Back around for Howard. Back now. Swinging it around are the Orioles. This shot, Zach Leah the rebound. Leah crosses around, back behind his legs, and now he slows it up. We're going to see Connor Carrenos check back in. 6:37 to go. Matt Eliason inside, offensive foul. Matt Eliason called for the push-off. Carrenos checks back in. 6:34 to go. Howard. Jacob House. Emerson. Howard. They're running the Harlem Globetrotter offense. Side Emerson takes it to the rack. He's fouled. With 6 minutes, 19 seconds to go, this game trudging along rather slowly. We're starting to get into the bonuses here for either team. Now, Chaska, 6 fouls on the night. Emerson misses the free throw. Emerson takes a couple of dribbles, puts up the second free throw, and misses. Hawks tip it out of bounds. St. Louis Park ball. Now, Chaska's fans aren't going to agree with it, but I think that's the right call. $6:17 to go. 3 ball from Houts. Way too long. Fix the rebound. Doherty. Zach Leah for Chaska. Loses his dribble. Finds it off for Nicholson. Keeps it inbounds. Connor Carrenos is open to the corner. Nicholson takes it to the hole. Off for Eliason. Tries to get rid of it with 5:54 to go. He resets it off top for Connor Carrenos now. Kyrie Mayfield checked out okay and will return at the next dead ball. There's Connor Carrenos now. Cole Nicholson for Chaska. Nicholson with the left hand misses though. Nicholson falls to the floor, gets back up though. Doherty. Eliason almost stole it away. They finally find it down low for Odins, who gets the bucket to go. Plus a pair. Or plus the free throw. Excuse me. Kyrie Mayfield checking back in. He missed a good majority of this half with that leg injury. He's rubbing out his lower calves right now, trying to put some weight on. Odins hits the and one free throw. Zach Leah trying to get through the St. Louis Park pressure, gets it in for Eliason with 5:27 to go. Eliason behind the back, up to Leah, they break the press. Fix in the corner, slows things up, gives back for Zach Leah. Carrenos. Leah fouled. It's 5:06 to go. 73-53. Chaska now, or St. Louis Park has 10 fouls, so Chaska in the double bonus for the rest of the game. Leah misses a free throw. Leah 0 for 4 in his last 4 free throws. Here comes Kyrie Mayfield up ahead for St. Louis Park. 20-point game. Keyshawn Howard swinging it around here. Kyrie Mayfield finds himself with it. Spins it inside for Odins. Odins goes up and is fouled. Not sure what else the defender could have done there. It was Matt Eliason who gets called for the foul. I thought he was straight up. Referee saw differently. Odins makes the free throw. Odins with the free throw. Hail Mary for Nicholson. He has it. He's called for a foul on the floor. The referee came in and thought they were about to get tied up. It's getting a little heated here. The St. Louis Park fans are getting out of their feet. A couple of grandmothers here think they're officials. Maybe they could give the MSHSL a ring and sign up, put the stripes on. Nicholson makes the free throw. .446 to play. Nicholson at the free throw line. Chaska clears the lane, misses the free throw. 4:45 to go. 74-55. There's Doherty. Mayfield now. 4.5 to play. Odins. Mayfield still not playing with a whole lot of rush. Mayfield hits a three though. And it's a timeout by St. Louis Park. We're going to head to break with 4:19 to go. 74-58 to score. We'll be right back.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
This presentation of high school basketball on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network is brought to you by Lenzen Chevrolet Buick, Above and Beyond Marketing Communications, and St. Francis Orthopedic Rehab.
Here we go, back from Chaska High School, or back from St. Louis Park High School, rather. Ryan Paul with you here with 4:19 to play. It's a 74-58 game. The fans sitting next to each other, starting to get into it from either team, but we return to action on the basketball court. Zach Lee in the back court for Chaska in the all-whites. 4:13 to go. Leah gives it off now for Eliason. Down low for Bjorklund. Connor Krinos is open out here. Swinging it around, Chaska wasting as much time as they can. Krinos sets it out. Off for Eliason. The extra pass goes out of bounds. Almost stolen away by Deshaun Emerson. Nicholson catches for Chaska. Foul. Doherty. Number 4 on Doherty. Nicholson makes it. The second one from Nicholson. And it's good. Here's Keyshawn Howard. Gives it off for Emerson. Back for Mayfield, though. Emerson. Mayfield here. 3.5 to play. Jumper from Doherty is good. Bjorklund catches through the steal, loses the ball momentarily, gets it back, finds it for Nicholson. There's a hold up. Hayden Doherty, bear hug. Nicholson. The boos are coming up. How do you boo that? He bear hugged him. I don't understand how you can boo for that. He gave him a bear hug. And now the referee's telling the coaches to sit down. Nicholson at the free throw line. 3:18 to go. Free throw is good. 77-60. St. Louis Park not going away completely. Sticking with Chaska here, keeping the margin minimal. Howard. Finger roll, no good. Spratt for it. Emerson finds it off from Mayfield. He wants a ball screen, gets raced into set one, but it wasn't a very good screen. Mayfield throws up a jumper. And a technical against John Breitenbauer. Now he's got to get kicked out. Breitenbauer's about to get kicked out. Breitenbauer pronounce it that way. And he's gone. And this is going to get ugly. This is ugly. John Breitenbucher's been kicked out. He'll head to the locker room. The St. Louis Park fans are not helping the situation. I don't know if you can hear any of what's going on or what's being said by these St. Louis Park fans. Wow. The St. Louis Park Athletic Director's got to get involved here. This is embarrassing for St. Louis Park. Mayfield's at the free throw line shooting technical foul free throws. I don't know, why is Mayfield shooting free throws? There must have been a technical foul assessed to Chaska, because now the ball comes back down, and there were two technical fouls against Breitenbucher. I think there must have been a technical against Chaska. Freno is shooting 4 free throws because the 2 technical fouls assessed to Breitenbucher. Now a foul called on Rayson. Bjorklund at the free throw line. 2:50 to go. What a turn of events. I mean, the game is now pretty much out of the reach of St. Louis Park, theoretically. 21-point lead for Chaska. Breitenbucher ejected. Here's a 3 ball. It's short from Peterson. Goes out of bounds. Black ball. That's St. Louis Park. Matt Eliason steals it away. Not what St. Louis Park needed. Bjorklund gives it off for Nicholson. They're going to slow things up here. Park not applying too much pressure with 2:20 to go. .210 to go. 85-64. Mayfield gets a bucket to draw. Krinos is going to put this one away for Chaska at the other end. 87-64. Mayfield now is just chucking up desperation shots. Nothing doing there. The bench is going to enter. We'll see Mahad Faisal check in. Mayfield gets a layup to go. Spencer gets in. Mahad Faisal will check in at the next step ball. 1:30 to go. 90 seconds left. Krinos at the other end. Another layup. He's padding the stats. Krinos is up to 30. Career high for Connor Krinos tonight. And after all of this turmoil that's come of this basketball game, it's going to be a victory for Chaska, and the referees better get out of here quickly, and they better put on their coats and exit through a back door, because these St. Louis Park fans are not going to let them get away with much more, is what they believe. We're going to see the JV team check in for Chaska, including Ben Coleman, Colden Dodds, Spencer Getz, Mahad Faisal, and Luke Strazanti. We'll also see some JV folk from St. Louis Park check in. .122 to go. Substitution, we will see Jacob Hounds check back in. Here's Ben Coleman. Mahad Faisal off for Dodds. Inside, looking for someone. Strazani has it. Strazani misses. Gets the rebound, though. Nice play by Luke Strazani, brother of Alex Strazani, who graduated last year. Strazani is a freshman. Have 2 freshmen out there for Chaska at the moment, Getz and Strazani. The other 3 are sophomores, Coleman, Faisal, and Dodds. Free ball from Ben Coleman. Money! Ben Coleman for 3. 30 seconds left. 92-68. You can call this one over. As Emerson takes it to the paint. Misses. Spencer Getz comes away. Out rebounds Caleb Mizek. 19 seconds left. We're going to let the clock run out on this one. Colden Dodge dribbles around here with 10 seconds left. This one is just about all but over. 4 seconds left. And as the time runs out, it's a 92-68 final. The rout is finished. Wow, what a game. The referees are getting absolutely demolished as they leave the gym. It's a final from St. Louis Park. The Hawks blow out the Orioles in a Metro West Conference sweep. 92-68, the final score from St. Louis Park. We appreciate your viewership tonight, folks, and for my crew this evening, Nolan Hansen on production, Taylor Hansen on the camera. Please join us tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock from the Chaska Community Center for high school hockey between Border Battles, Chaska, and Chanhassen. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Signing off from St. Louis Park High School, Ryan Paul. Have a good night, folks. Soar Hawks. Peters, the senior, gives it over for Nicholson. Another three ball. It's good. Chaska within two. Nicholson's up to 6. Pillick with a breakaway. Pillick fires. Scores!
All day, all night, babe, make me wanna say.
Welcome to the Victoria Recreation Center, live from Chaska High School, from Wakefield North High School.
Tiger Fieldhouse in Delano, Minnesota.
Good evening from Eden Prairie High School.
Highland Park High School, St. Paul, Minnesota.